Hello everyone, this is Mahdi. At the moment, I'm a PhD candidate in mechanical engineering. This session, I'm going to talk about trigonometric circle, or another name, unit circle. For example, I say, what is the sign of trigonometric functions like sine and cosine functions for an arbitrary angle of 45 degrees or 55 degrees? In this actually situation, you're supposed to improve your imagination. Just imagine a circle with a radius of 1 and with two perpendicular axes, and project that angle over either sine or cos axis to derive the trigonometric actually functions. Let's see what I mean here. For example, consider this circle, a unit circle, and let me use my pen to show you. So this is the unit circle. We're going to talk about it. The horizontal axis is cos theta. The vertical axis is sine theta. And I actually suggest you to imagine this circle in your mind. Not necessary to sketch it each time you need to trigonometric functions like sine and cosine. If you try to improve your imagination, you don't need to sketch it on the paper. So the horizontal axis is cos theta. We need origin. The origin would be center of the radius. Since the radius is actually, this is a kind of unit circle, so the radius would be positive 1. So we take here as positive 1, here would be negative 1 on cos axis. So for cos axis, here is the origin, positive 1, negative 1. If you look at the sine axis, here is origin, here would be positive 1, and here is negative 1. Theta starts from the horizontal axis, the positive cos direction. This would be the positive direction for theta, which is counterclockwise. Remember actually the angle I told you, 45 degrees, for example. 45 degrees is here. If I project 45 degrees on cos axis, if I project it, the distance between the projected point to the origin, this distance would be the magnitude of cos 45 degrees. So here is cos 45 degrees. So I say, I ask you if the cos 45 degrees is positive or negative. You say that the projected point of the 45 degrees on cos axis is on the side, and actually on the positive side, on the right side of the origin. So cos 45 degrees is positive. Let's talk about the sine of 45 degrees. I need to project 45 degrees on sine axis. This distance representing sine 45 degrees. And since the projected point on sine axis is above the origin on the positive side of sine axis, so sine of 45 degrees is also positive. And we know that the tangent of theta is equal to the sine over cosine. So positive over positive, it means that the tangent of 45 degrees is positive. So let's actually apply it on another angle, like for example 195 degrees. 195 degrees. We know that here is 0, here is 90 degrees, or in radian would be pi over 2 radian. Here is 180 degrees, here is 270 degrees, and here is 360 degrees. 195, you're doing all of this actually in your mind, but I actually sketch it too for the first time for you, but after that try to sketch it in your mind, try to improve your imagination. It's more than 180 degrees, and less than 270 degrees. So it should be in the third quarter, something like here. Let me use another color. So if I project it on cos axis, the projected point would be here, and it is negative. So cos 195 degrees is negative. How about the sine? If I project it on the sine axis, it is below the origin. It is on the negative side of sine axis. So the sine of 195 degrees is also negative. Tangent of 195 degrees, negative over negative, positive. That's how, in my idea, after a decade of teaching actually different courses like mathematics, in my idea, imagination is really important. If you could just try to sketch it in your mind, some, for example, for actually once or twice, you can see that it works, and you're not actually, you don't need to sketch it on the paper. But that's how it works. Just project angle on actually cos axis, sine axis, and you will find actually the sign of trigonometric functions. Another example, and the last one, for example, 298 degrees. It's more than 270 degrees. It's less than 360 degrees. So it is in fourth quarter. So if it is in fourth quarter here, for example, if I project it on cos axis, the cos would be positive. So cos 298 degrees is positive. How about the sine? The sine 298 degrees, it is negative. And based on these two signs, actually I have tangent of 298 degrees, which is negative. Thank you so much for watching this video and your attention. Hope it is helpful for you.